Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics making a shave video. Got a really nice razor and here it is. It is a John and William Rag Paragon and get some focusing. Is that focused? It's got a tortoise shell scales, which I think we know is actually sea turtle, and it's got this encapsulating sterling silver, I was going to say seashell, I suppose it is a bit seashellish. It's got the anti-tarnish coating on it, and I've give it 2mm sterling silver pins, and I'll show you the other side. And I'll show you the razor as well. It's got a little bit of dust on it. I've had it wrapped in a tissue, just trying to preserve it. There's the blade. And yeah, bit of a barber's notch. I think you'll agree, it's nice, and does centre after lots of effort and struggle. Yeah, it's a real pain, this razor, out of all of them. This was the most painful. So yeah, that might mean the edge might follow suit and not be all that, I don't know. Find out in a second. Got out this one, I don't know why I'm showing it to you. This soap, it's the green tea, I think it's green tea, and it's Santa something, I can't recall, but it's really, really good stuff, and I thought I'd give that a go. I've used it a few times now. It seems to lather a bit too easily, but just wet my face. Yeah, this is the one I got from Amazon.com. I think it's French, but get it in America. It's really hot and muggy. So it actually feels nice. Feels nice on the face, this does. I think that'll do. Got to oil the blade. Just actually noticed there's a few scratch marks on the tail. I have to take those out. Just put some oil. Get some oil on there. But it doesn't matter if there's stains or anything, because I could buff it. Because it's got to go back to the workshop. Because when I'm finished honing it, so when I finished restoring it, I closed it in the scales, and the scales kind of scratched up blade a little bit, left, not scratched them, but just left that mark near the toe. And that's because I can't take the bottom end of the scales apart. This sort of thing at the wedge end, they don't come apart. And so what I did was I just used alcohol and cotton buds to clean the inside. The outside's all done, polished and whatnot. The inside's just sanitised. But I wouldn't have thought that the tortoise would do that, but it has. So what I'm thinking is the best thing I could do to get in there, I'm thinking that Dremel polishing wheel just at an angle, just to try and polish the top half inside. Just try and smooth it out a little bit. But let's see how this shows. HHT is good, and I'll tell you what I did with it. It's not bad, but it's not uber smooth. It's extremely sharp. Now what I did with this was, I did it on the Azuki Kita. But I went with a really hard Tomo Nagora and didn't finish with water. Didn't finish with just water. Just finished with that Tomo Nagora slurry. I can't really complain, but it's just not super buttery. But I've got extremely high standards. It's not scratching or nothing like that. So next time around I'll just go with the soft Tomo. I've got something else to try as well. It is actually quite nice. And I'm also working on the next one. So when I've finished this video, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be back in the workshop. And crack on. I'm already planning the razor after that. Here's a beautiful razor. I've just honed a razor for a customer, but I won't test it. Don't think I have to. And I say I don't test, shave test, so I won't. But I had a little go on this one earlier as well. Decided to rehone this. Do you remember the Congreves? It's been a long time, so it's just been gathering dust, and I had a few thoughts on it, so I rehoned this today, and this took like a good hour. It took quite a while, because I was using 2 layers of Captain tape, and before that I'd used the 88 tape, so getting it to home to the edge just to set the bevel, quite an ordeal, but done. And let's see what's going on. No, still no. Still a no. Shaves, but I'll never give up. I'll never give up on that. We'll come back to that one again. Hopefully I'll get time, we'll come back next week to it. And this one as well, I removed some steel from the pivot area to get it to centre. Mocked it up and it centred, so I pinned it and it didn't centre. So I had to take it apart. Mess about with it some more. But it's actually pinned really tightly now, and that is the benefit as well of tortoise. It's like ivory, you can pin them really tightly. Well, you can actually over tighten them. Yeah, I should use this more often, this shave cream. Ticks all the boxes. Don't know what will go in the pivot. Thank you. And something else I've done to this as well, I'll show you. I keep touching that end cap as well. If you see the jimping, I don't know if that's showing really well how clean the jimping is, and not only is it clean, because it's really tight jimping, this is, it's like a nail file, like really is grippy when you hold it. You can, you know, file your nails down with it if you want, but the reason, I mean, I've got a new technique for cleaning jimping, which is quite interesting. It was a tip that was given to me by someone a year or two ago, and I kind of ignored it because a lot of tips, I've had some tips and they never work out. It's like what's good for someone is not always good for someone else. But basically this guy told me to use what they use for, I think it's called airbrush painting. But basically it's a mini sandblaster, and it's used for etching on glass. So you have to buy a little it's like a little spray gun. You know when they like paint do fancy artwork on a motorcycle tank, they use those long little spray things. It's kind of like that, but it takes an abrasive, and you have to get a little compressor and yeah, it's a mini sandblaster, and to date that is definitely the best way I've seen clean out jimping. It sort of knocks all the rust out, but it leaves the steel alone. Because before I was using a brass wheel. Brass, yeah, one of those brass wheels on with a Dremel. And sometimes greaseless can work, but yeah, mini sandblasting. I'm sure it's got other uses as well. I mean, I think if you wanted to clean a pit out, leave the pit there, just clean it out a bit, that would be ideal as well. So give it I'll rehome that again. I'll rehome both of these, and see how it goes. But yeah, I got the Taylor's German Street collection. Oh man, that distinctive smell. I've got the clone of this as well. And that's it. It seemed like a really short video, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.